Hi everyone, this is Becky with Scholarly Marketing, and today I want to show you how you can create a custom page for your KW agent or team site in Command with your KW site through expert mode. So we are going to go ahead and log into Command, which is agent.kw.com with our KW login credentials. We're going to navigate over to the website's applet on the left-hand side, down at the very bottom. Once we're here, we're going to be able to edit our website. We're going to click on Manage Website. And then from there, we're going to click Expert Mode in the top right corner. It'll take a second to load. If you are on a team and have created your team site, you can click this button right here with your name and switch between those two sites. So your name or your team site. We're going to stick with the agent site for now. Down below, we have the quick start layout for building our websites. There's some templates KW has provided, but we also have the option to create a custom page. I'm going to go ahead and click custom page. And there we're going to go ahead and start filling out this information. So it'll tell you if it's a required field. So we have our page title. So let's say maybe we want to make it for an event. Well, let's make it, we'll say autumn. That way it's not confusing. But we'll go ahead and we'll just say autumn in real estate. And then we can go through and we can enter the internal name if that's going to be different. So the internal name is going to auto-populate from here, but then you can edit it if you need to. And it's just going to be what shows on your homepage when you're looking for pages. You can click that question mark. It'll tell you nothing. But as you scroll down, we have the option for subtitles. If we want to add in the subtitle, we can do that here. Page heading. So do we want to hide the title? If we hide the title, it should disappear from our website. There we go. We see our preview on the right-hand side, and so we'll be able to make changes there, or make changes and see them go into effect. I'm going to go ahead and leave the title up there, but then we can upload background images, also known as hero images. So we're going to say upload files or add image. If it is already in your content library, you can say add image and then search through your content library here. You can also upload files directly. So you can say choose files. We'll go with this one, I believe. So it's a nice fall background. Yep, there we go. We'll go ahead and we'll say upload. And then we're going to see it's spinning over here. So it'll take a minute. And then we can see it is loaded right there. So we have that option. So we can go down. We can add more images and make them rotate, but we're going to leave it at just the one. Page contents is what we want to do. So we have, there's a bunch of modules you can add. So we're going to go ahead and click add module. And then you have all of the additional modules. So you can see list modules. So there's a couple different options for lists and listings. Classic listing list, modern listing list, search component if you want to add in the listing search module, property search component, rich text. So this is going to be how you add a text box to your field. It's also how you're going to be able to add an image to your website other than the hero image. So you'll say rich text module. I'll walk you through this one as well. So you can add the title if you would like. We'll see it populate in just a second over here. You can see whenever that's spinning, there we go. And then our rich text, we can go ahead and say, I'm actually going to go ahead, let's see here. And you'll see it start to populate through here. You can go ahead and you can add images. I'm going to enter down 2 lines. To add an image, you're going to click the 3 dots right here, the more, and then you'll be able to format, add in text, different headings, add in a link, add a block quote, add an HTML embed or iframe. You can add a pull quote, add an attachment, or you can go through and you can add images, gallery, add a video, table, Unicode keyboard. You can go ahead and say add image. And again, we have the same options to upload files right here or add an image like we had earlier. So we can say choose files, choose a folder. Right here. Oh, I don't want to upload the whole folder. I want to choose file, sorry. We'll go through and we'll say, we'll go with that one. Upload it. Please wait while the files are uploading. And you can add multiple, or you can just leave it as is. We can add a caption or credit if we need to. We're going to save and close it. And then you'll see it appear right here, and it will load there. So that's how you would add a rich text. We can go ahead and we can add other modules as well. So we were down to the rich text module. Stat list, if we want to add in some stats, we can do that through here. Testimonials, if we want to go in and add testimonials, we can add a carousel. We can add, there's a couple different options. We can make it modern carousel or classic carousel. We can add a video through here as well if we want to add a video module. Then if you scroll down, there's some additional modules as well. So you can add a customizable home value search component, a download your app module, featured links. If you want to add a contact me form, you can do that right here. So we'll say form. So then have you choose from your forms. Currently, the only form is contact forms. So we'll go ahead and use that one. Let it load. There we go. There we go. Now you can see it loading down at the bottom. We can drag and drop these around if we'd like, so we can maybe make that up above our rich text module, below the title. Well, I moved it all the way up to the top. So you can move those, drag them, and drop them around if you'd like. And then you'll see it's moved up. So you can play around with that if we'd like to. Once you've done all of that, you have the options to go and change some of the settings through here. So you can edit the heading text or background at the top left of the page. We'll go up and we can go to our styles and we can make it a transparent header. Let's see, show you what happens there. So when you say transparent header, it makes it so that it blends in with the top of the page, so that this image goes all the way to the top. Whereas if we toggle that off, we'll see it like that, and it has that banner up at the top. We can change our heading styles, so we can make it automatic. We can make it with a video background or the default. We can use the custom presets, page heading size. We can make it even larger or smaller. Same with the subheading if we had added a subheading. And then our styles, we can go through and we can have that pull in. So automatic, again, page default, preset, or the background color if we want to do that as well. If we want to add the search bar in the header, we can do that, or we can change the primary text color to the primary inverse text color, which we would set in our theme colors. So once we go through, we have all of those. We can go over to the URLs tab. You have the ability to generate and customize the URL of the page you've created. So you can click Add URL, and then you'll just type a / and you will say what you want to come after the main site domain. So for example, this one is scotlandmarketing.kw.com. And so then we would do / and we'll say and now when we go to that link, we'll see it appear there. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit publish right there. So once you publish it, the system's going to save it as you work through it, but the page won't actually be live on your site until you actually schedule to publish it with clicking this button right here or publish it directly. Once you've published it, it will appear on your KW website. If you have any questions or run into any snags with any of this, please let us know. We are here to help out. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.